folks, Steve the Hurricane here, and today's topic is going to be what do you do to stay motivated when things are going bad? As sales and marketers, our job is to be positive. Our job is to grow referrals and bring in revenue. However, being positive 24 hours a day, 7 days a week is a challenge for even the most positive people. Even Steve the Hurricane has bad days, okay? Now, for the last 7-8 years, I used to run a networking group called Senior Connections, and once a year at that group, I would do a mini boot camp where we would share different marketing strategies and ideas, very interactive, learning information, kind of like a mini hurricane marketing boot camp done in half an hour instead of over an 8-hour day. The last question I always posed to my audience and to my group was this one right here. How do you stay motivated when something bad happens? Say it's 12 o'clock in the afternoon, you just got yelled at by a client, you went to 2 or 3 accounts that you're trying to develop and they slam the door in your face or nobody's available because they're all in meetings and you still have 5 or 6 hours left to go in the day so you can't call out of work. What are you going to do to get your mojo back? Well, these answers were the best answers that people have given to me over the years, and I want to share that with you now. The first one is blast your favorite song, or I like to call power song. I'm very musical, and I'm very musical driven. So when I'm having a bad day, I'll get in my car, hit my iPod, put on my favorite rap song, or hip-hop, or a techno, or a rock song, or sometimes even Katy Perry and Kelly Clarkson. They have some power songs. It's like, you can't get me down, and I'm going to overcome, and this and that, the best part of me, all that stuff. It's wonderful. It gets you in the right mindset. As I'm driving to the next destination, I get out of my car, I'm ready to take on the world. Nothing's going to stop me. So blast your favorite power song. The next step is to take 5, okay? If you have a bad discussion with somebody, or a client yells at you, or you go into a referral source that doesn't want to see you, and you leave and you're not feeling your best, go to Dunkin' Donuts, go to Starbucks, grab a coffee, grab a donut or something, your favorite power food or your favorite comfort food to get you smiling again. It could be a bottle of water, whatever it is. Take 5, de-stress, release the tension that just was created, release that negative energy, get your mind back, get in your car, blast your power song, and drive on to the next destination. The next best answer I had was answer number 3, which was call someone and vent. Now, there's a couple of people that you could call here. You could call your spouse or your significant other, and I did that quite frequently with my wife. But sometimes calling your spouse may not be the best thing to do, because if you do call your spouse or your significant other, sometimes they could add to the problem by throwing out stresses. So I can call my wife and vent to her, and 90% of the time it's wonderful. But every once in a while it's like, by the way, you didn't take out the trash, and then the garbage man came this morning, and now we have a garbage can full of garbage and it smells outside. So that just makes me worse. So don't always do that, okay? The other person that you could call and vent to is your boss. Your supervisor, your director, your manager, whoever is your upline. Never vent to people on the same level or below, but vent upward to the person who's directly responsible for your success. Chances are they were a marketer themselves at one point. Chances are they would have an answer or a solution for you. And if they're a good manager and a good boss, they want you to vent to them. They understand that sales and marketing is not easy, and that you're going to have bad days, and you're going to need a pep talk. They want you to come to them and vent to them. So vent to them. Vent upwards. Let them know what's going on, and you might be surprised by the answer you get. It could be them just sitting there listening. I used to call my former VP, and I would get on the phone, and I'd be like, Tim, I need to vent. And he would be prepared, knowing that he's not going to say anything, he's just going to let me rant. And I would rant. At the end, he'd be like, do you feel better? Yes. Okay. And then he'd get me focused again, and then I'd go back out and have a great rest of the day. So that's something that you can do. Your managers want it, vent upwards. And then the last answer, by far, is the best answer of them all. I have to give credit to my friend Janine. She's an amazing marketer, an amazing woman. She gave me this answer back in 2007, and I've applied that many times over the years. Go somewhere that loves you. If you're trying to break into new accounts all day, and you get shot down, shot down, shot down, shot down, shot down, you're having a bad day. You're striking out, and you're up at bat again, about to go into a new place. Before you do that, go to a place that you've already developed, that already knows you, they already like you, they already trust you, they're already referring you, and see them. They will remind you that you're good at what you do. They will remind you that they refer you all the time. Who knows? If you have a really good relationship with them, they may give you a hug and a kiss and sit down, have a cup of coffee with you, let you vent to them, and they'll say your services are wonderful. They may even give you a referral. So go see the people that love you, and then go back out there and go see the people that don't, that you're trying to get to develop, because now you'll get pep in your step again, and it'll recharge your battery midday. So here's a great example of how I applied all of these. A couple months ago, it was the Stanley Cup playoffs. The New Jersey Devils were in the quarterfinals. They were playing the Florida Panthers. They were in Game 6. They were facing elimination down in the series 3-2. My brother and I went to the game, and whenever my brother and I go to games together, we always say whoever drives, the other person can drink and have a good time, and make sure we always have a designated driver. Well, he drove. Now, it was on a Thursday night, and I am a big believer in save your drinking for Friday and Saturday. Don't drink before you go to work, because you don't want to be hungover, and I never show up to work hungover, all right? But I went to this game, once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. It was an overtime game. We didn't get out of there until 1 o'clock in the morning. The Devils won. Later on, they went on in advance. I was so excited, and I overdid it just a little bit. Now, Friday morning, I woke up. I had to go to work. I couldn't cancel. I had appointments. I had other things going on. So I said, what am I going to do? So I woke up immediately, called someone. Called my vice president, got the right mindset, got everything that I needed to get done and focused. Called the appointments I had and moved them to Monday or Tuesday. They were okay with that. Then made sure that all day long I was blasting my power song. Whatever song it was, it's Katy Perry and some other ones, I was blasting it, so this way it was in my head and kept me charged. Every place I went to, I sat in my car afterwards, took 5 minutes, rehydrated myself, had a power bar or something to eat, so this way I was properly nourished, and I was able to pull through. Called my wife any chance I got just to let her know how I'm doing. Not feeling well, I'm not doing it. Let it off my chest. She took it. She knew it was going to happen. And then the last thing was I spent the entire day at referral sources that loved me and referred me all the time. When I walked in and they saw me, they're like, Steve, you seem off today. You don't seem to have that pep in your step. I've known these people for 7 or 8 years. I told them I went to the Devils game last night and I overdid it, and now I'm not feeling so well. And they all laughed. They thought it was the funniest thing ever because they've never seen me like that, 1. 2, they're all either Devils fans or they don't like the Devils, so it created conversation. And 3, they said, well, take it easy. Here's some water, here's this. They actually were pampering me and helping me. And I got 2 referrals that day by doing just that. Being real with the people who love me and know me. So at the end of the day, when I came home, even though I still didn't feel well, I was able to say I had a productive day. I got 2 referrals, saw all of these contacts, and continued to develop my relationships and my business. So I turned what would have been, for sure, a terrible day into an amazingly productive day by following these steps. So folks, I always encourage everybody to share your story. What did you do when you were not motivated to work but you had to go anyway and turned your day around? Let us know your experiences. If you have any questions about this, post it, because you never know. I may answer, or somebody else who follows our blogs and discussions may answer it for you and give you a great answer that can help you. Also, if you haven't signed up and registered for Hurricane Marketing Bootcamp yet, I suggest you do, because space is filling up. And once we run out of space, that's it, folks. So you want to make sure you register and do that now. So have a wonderful week. God bless. Take care. Want the bread we could toast, so fresh how we flow. Everybody get this style from us. Was a kid with the other little kids now.